Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to this, the final and, 58th episode of A
Yes.
Song of Tara. This is going to be a much longer session. There will be more parts of this episode uploaded because we've decided to go out with a bang rather than with a whimper, as befits werewolves. And consequently, we're going to be playing for longer to make sure that we can round everything off properly. That said, there will be a couple of other follow-up videos, so to say, for this. At the very least, yours truly will be making a sort of a rounding off video for the whole campaign. But as for now, I think we should simply pop on over to Chris for the final recap of this campaign.
Thank you. Sorry, Stella. Yes, but to say we might yet go out with a whimper if we all die miserable and pathetic and unsatisfactory little deaths, but we'll see. I mean, this is World of Darkness, anything can happen.
Oh my god, imagine we all just die in 10 minutes.
No, I'm furiously tapping my wooden desk to ward off bad luck now. Thank you.
That would be a sad way to go.
Yes.
Yep.
Last time on A Song at Tara, those of us that were present, we'd all gone through a stitch in time offered by a funny fellow by the name of Lou, who is, if anyone has any knowledge of Irish mythology, is famous as being one of the deities of Irish mythology and was known to be perfect at everything he did because, gods are like that. And we were sent
not the Norse ones.
No,
Nope.
I suppose not.
Nope.
No,
Sorry,
but then it's
carry on.
Yes, of course. But it's just one of those things that you don't often see perfect gods, or at least people thinking they're perfect gods in that many religions, or at least certainly not polytheistic ones. So seeing it in this one was funny.
Anyway,
We didn't go back in time as such. We went to some deep level of the Umbra where it looked like we'd gone back to ancient Ireland, ancient Tara, at the seat of the Ree there, sort of in the time of the great Celtic legends of Cuchulainn and such like, which is important because, of course, Liam is the descendant of the ancient hero Cuchulainn, and many people saw him as such. While we were in that layer, we made our way up into Tara to the Sacred Stone. We met a druid who, it turns out, was a Verbena mage, I can't never know how to pronounce it, who recognised us for being out of place and offered to help us sort of get to where we needed to go to try and find Kenneth MacAlpin, who he knew the name of, but it involved us going into the Flux realm, which, having come up as a topic before, in which our fellow Sept members at the Raven's Eye have been in themselves, we know that this place is not the best, but we have little choice but to go there. We took some time to prepare ourselves. Talia got healed. We went hunting for some Gnosis. Stag appeared before us and gave us all an overcharge of Gnosis. Stats-wise, this means that we've all got one additional temporary point of Gnosis to spend as we see fit. And we sacrificed an enemy warrior, or the druid did, and we went into the Flux realm, although we conveniently forgot to take the time necessary to build up our willpower through resting because we felt we were in a hurry, and despite the fact that time had no meaning in that place, we didn't really think it that important until it turned out that Taryn was pretty much running on her last point of willpower. So we said, you know what, we're surrounded by chaos and everything's changing, but you all need some sleep. And so we sort of did the best we could, and sort of started staggering blind and drunkenly through the Flux realm, meeting all kinds of weird and wonderful spirits on the way and having great philosophical discussions about the linear or non-linear nature of time and trying to find people who did or didn't exist and things like that, until eventually, out of nowhere, after all thinking very, very hard about Kenneth MacAlpin and hoping that that worked in some way, we all ended up inside an empty, abandoned aircraft hangar with no obvious way in or out, just sort of trapped in this place of this sort of still and calm place in the Flux. And there we met the errant soul of our Jarl, Kat Margerson, who obviously whose body is still comatose back in the physical world, and she sort of helped us a bit, talked about this, that, and the other. We explained our situation, and we talked about where we needed to go, what we needed to do, shared some emotional stuff. And then we all resolved to appear a short while before we went into the Umbra beforehand at separate different points across Dublin and Tara to reach the people we'd seen before in messages die horribly and see if any of them could be saved. We were split up so that of the four of us that were there, Taliesin ended up outside his mother's house because he was going to try and save his mother. Mardi ended up some 100 yards away from St. Stephen's Green, where Edine was, hoping to save her and take her to the safety of the Green before something mauled her to death. And Liam and Taryn both ended up on the hill at Tara, where, much to our annoyance, two of the people we'd hoped to save were still very much dead and beyond help, in the form of Ross, the Ari of the Fena. He's gone, which is tragic. But Siobhan, his second in command, is still alive, which is something which means that if we can keep her alive, assuming that she's not the female that needs to die, then who knows. But also Mirren, the Bannerin, the High Queen of the Fae, has also fallen in battle, which seems to be predictable. The people among the Fae, it seems whoever's got the most armor usually tends to die, because the same thing happened to Aidan, Lord of the Causeway, back when they went to fight in Tara. They should just not wear armor and go into battle naked. They'd all be invincible. But the point was,
this is why the chain bikini was invented.
Maybe.
Well,
that might.
In fairness, the knights who are there are all heavily armored. It's not just it wasn't just her, and well, some of them have died, some of them are still alive.
Yes, it's only a matter of time until they do die. By this logic, they'll all die, because what's happened is they've now looked at Liam, assumingly they have some inkling as to his ancient heroic heritage, and they've asked him for orders. And that's pretty much where we left off, with all the party split up in different places, hoping to save different people.
Yes.
But we have no idea where Fenna is, because Fenna for the last two sessions has been conspicuously
not there.
comatose.
She's there now, and that's the main thing. And therefore, Fenna is actually right now is present with what's his face with Madi. At the
I'm not alone.
You two are looking down the length of the road that runs literally, or the street that runs literally from the corner of St. Stephen's Green, and I'm just gonna move us over to a picture here where we can see it, and I'm going to be pinging so you can see where it is you guys are. I mean, here is where we have the entrance to the Green, right?
See.
And you guys are literally standing down there, and that's a pedestrian street going down that way. That's
and where's Aideen?
And Aideen is maybe 200 meters further down that street, and she's coming towards you, and she can definitely see you.
I'm guessing that means we're not in the Umbra anymore.
No, you're not.
Then it's rather important for me to ask, which form am I in?
You are currently in Lupus, because that's, as I recall, what you were in before you were in when you were in the Umbra.
Actually, just before we decided to go, we all chose a battle form, and I chose Hispo.
Oh, right. Well, in that case, you're in
But
Hispo.
it could be that Ferdinand had said, well, you're in Lupus. Could be. I don't know.
No, I think we'll just let you be in Hispo in that case.
Interesting.
Yes.
You won't cause delirium, but you might get a few people looking at you funny.
Well, there is that, but the streets are rather empty.
Oh, well, that's nice.
In any case, that is the situation. But we are not, in fact, starting with you two. We are, in fact, starting with Tally, who is currently...
Of course we are.
Yes, we are starting...
Did I hear a sigh of relief?
Yes, you did.
Yes, Tally all by his lonesome outside his mother's house.
Yes, Tally all by his lonesome outside his mother's house. And hopefully I have... yeah, let's see. I don't think we ever actually marked that onto a map exactly where it was she lived, but it was down in...
It was in Rathmines.
It's in Rathmines, indeed. So you are a ways off, obviously, seeing as Rathmines is hereabouts, and the green, is up thereabouts. So.
Yeah, I've got a way to go, but
yes, indeed you do.
The point is that those of us who aren't out at Tara, when we're done, assuming we succeed and live, we need to make our way to the green and try and access the moon bridge so that we can then get to Tara.
Yes. However,
Yeah,
what is now what is happening here is you are literally standing in the in the back you're standing in the back garden for your
You know, if you're going to stop talking when you gesture, you might as well just say it.
Yeah, but I was hoping to get a hold of you, and anyway, you're standing in the back garden of your mom's house. For all from what you can tell, she's moving around in the kitchen.
From what I can tell, she's moving around in the kitchen.
Yeah. There's somebody moving around in there. You can't see her from where you are, but you can hear, you can hear her walking around in there.
What is the back entrance? I mean, is the kitchen got one of those glass fold-out doors? Is there a normal
there's
door?
There's a back door that leads to a sort of a small back hallway. Mm-hmm. So you don't go directly from the kitchen and out into the back garden.
Right. How big is the window into the kitchen?
Well, therein lies the problem. There is no window directly into the kitchen. You can hear her moving around in there. You can't see her.
Well, then it's probably not her. And even if it is her, I'm in a bit of a hurry and I'm worried about her and I'm in war form. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my way from the garden into the hall and then around into the kitchen, ignoring conveniently the fact that there is a door in the way. That door is probably going to become splinters.
All right. So basically, you are yes. It is an X door. It has perished and gone to meet its maker. It is splinters and resting in the oven and so on. Yeah.
I will apologize to her later, assuming that she is alive and assuming that we're both making it out of this situation.
Yes, and you get into the kitchen in Krenos, I assume.
Probably leaving a bit of a hole in the frame of the door as well, because
you kind of bring half the frame with you, but you are in the kitchen in Krenos. Your mom turns around, looks at you, opens her mouth with. At first, she's oh shit, there's a Krenos. Taliesin Blevins, what are you do? And then she doesn't get any further, as the door to the kitchen from the other side is removed in an equally dramatic fashion by a black black-furred, slimy-looking guru. Bat's ears, flat face. It looks a little bit like a pug that somebody kicked in the face.
Oh.
Except it's got much bigger teeth, and it doesn't have that adorably derpy look on its face. It's more of a very angry pug.
Yeah, Taliesin will, as it's coming to the door, bellow the word Haliwa at it. And while charging at it, claws first, with the aim of pushing it back through the door it's just destroyed.
Yes.
And then trying to rip it to pieces.
Okay, well, why don't we start out nice and smoothly then with a... Let's see, why don't we start with a such a thing.
Yay!
And
Love it.
let us then see an initiative roll from Tally, please.
Yes.
And
Initiative.
yes, ladies and gentlemen of the viewing audience, this is a service announcement. There will be combat tonight, so, just so you have been warned in advance.
It will be mighty and ponderous combat. Initiative, dexterity plus wits. Yes. 17.
17.
Black Spiral Pug. Really? I mean, really? Because there's only two of us, I'm going to make my text nice and big so I can see it. 17.
Yeah, that's a pretty damn good roll. That's really, yeah.
You think you can threaten my mother?
Yeah, no, he's just...
Look at that is pathetic.
Yeah, he did not expect there to be anyone here.
No,
it's
especially
very,
not for a
very
giant-
obvious that he is very, very confused by the fact that there is somebody there. But obviously, he'll see your two rage and match them.
I mean, he probably wasn't expecting him. He might have also been a bit taken aback by him shouting the Welsh word for wanker at him.
Quite probably, yes.
I love it.
Oh, it's so good. Okay, Tally
That's totally
first.
isn't for you.
Yep.
That definitely is Tally, and it is also Tally first, obviously. So
Yep.
Let's just, here we go. There.
Oh, it's McAlpin.
That's better.
Lovely. Pug McAlpin. Do you know what? The worst thing is I can actually imagine that being like one of Kenneth's family with a nickname.
Probably yes. Anyway, he
Why
is
not Puggle?
Pug
All right.
Alphin, yes, no, it's McAlpin. So it is in fact him to declare first, obviously, and seeing as he's suddenly got himself a face full of very angry Garou that he does in fact not expect to be there, he's caught on the back foot, and consequently he focuses on not getting hit with his first action. So he's trying to dodge.
Okay. My first action is to attempt to pin him to the floor. So to basically
Okay.
negate any attempts at dodging. So
Okay, so but that's the thing. If he dodges, then he won't get pinned to the floor.
obviously, but
You're trying to tackle him. Is that it?
yes, I mean he could dodge a tackle or an attack. So
Yeah, of course.
it's we're cramped enough in the house as it is that if I can tackle him and get him down, then it'll be hard for him to move about.
Yes, indeed it will. Well, it is. Let's see. In that case, it is you first, obviously.
Okay. What do I need to roll to tackle him?
And that's what I'm looking up right now, but I seem to recall that... no, it's not a were chihuahua.
I have seen your
Gosh.
web chihuahua. It is interesting, but irrelevant to proceedings.
Alright, let's see.
The
Werewolf.
Werewolf was better.
Yes. And here we go. I am finally in the right book. Now I just need to find the right section, because again, ladies and gentlemen of the viewing audience, this is another service announcement. I have been playing these games for 20 odd years by now, World of Darkness games that is, and I still hate the indices in any White Wolf publication. They cannot make a functioning index.
I kind of like that both Taliesin and the Puck gets R&R.
We'll be needing some R&R after this.
Quite probably, yes.
Gotta sleep for a month.
I think it's a speech impediment. They can't growl probably. They don't go.
Alright, here we go. Grapple. Is that
is
the
a
one or tackle?
Oh, do you know what? I don't actually know.
Tackle. Here we go. Tackle. Dashing towards his opponent, the attacker smashes full force into her. The tackles are risky though. Using oneself as a battering ram can backfire. Tackle requires at least 2 yards of distance. You have that. Each combatant must make a successful dexterity plus athletics roll. Difficulty 6 for the attacker, difficulty 6 plus the attacker's successes for the target, or wind up sprawled on the ground afterwards.
Okay, so I need to roll first.
Yes, you need to roll first, and then we shall see how many successes you get.
Dexterity plus athletics, and it's D10s, if I remember correctly. Why am I
Always.
forgetting this?
Always D10s.
Why am I forgetting this now?
Good question.
It is somewhat essential part of the game.
Yes. Oi,
One,
oi,
two,
oi,
three,
oi,
four,
oi,
four,
oi, Jesus, Mary and
5,
Joseph.
6.
That's wow. Okay. Ouch.
Tally means it.
Tally
Yes,
definitely means serious business here.
I mean, how? If
Anyone but his mom. Murder!
If it's difficulty plus successes, and I've got 6 successes,
then it's difficulty 10.
Okay. Let's see what he can do.
Let's see. And it's dexterity plus athletics. So let's see.
Just got to think that there's this like
There we
whole.
go.
Oh, you fucker.
Yeah, nice, very nice. 2 1s, nice. Screw that shit. Okay, you tackle this creature to the ground, which of course means most cases tackling inflicts bashing damage. Certain situations, crashing into a brick wall, implying a spiky hide or armor, crushing a puny human beneath the weight of a charging werewolf might make that damage lethal instead. Well, none of that applies here. So you do damage, but it's bashing damage, but still do roll, please. It's, your strength damage.
Yep. Let me just strength plus form bonus. I need to work out what that is because I don't know these things. Okay. That's miserable.
That's 2
Yes.
successes. Well,
It's a start, is what it is. Even if it is just bashing damage, it is a start.
Better than nothing.
yes,
Mhm.
better than
A
nothing
for effort.
indeed. A for effort. Well, he soaks. But you do both end up on the ground. That's the point. So you manage to take him off his feet, which means that his first action is kind of wasted because, shit, he's now flailing around on the floor with you.
Yes.
Your mother reacts while this is happening. Obviously, she gasps in horror and starts backing away. Heading towards the back door.
Yeah. Go and grab my shotgun, woman, and lend a hand. Okay.
But she's,
Yeah, grab a chair or something. Don't you have a silver chair?
Well.
no,
if
that's in Narnia. Wrong fantasy.
Maybe still
doesn't-
awares. Go get this. Go get the spoons.
Thank you, Liam, for your suggestion. Maybe we should give Mifanwe a turn in the initiative order.
Silver skillet for the win. No, she is not getting herself involved in the actual fighting.
No, that would be bad.
Um,
But she's heading for the back entrance.
Yes, but it's rage actions, and this enemy that you are now struggling on the ground with is definitely going to try to now that you are on the floor with him, it's a matter of who gets to claw who to pieces first, and he certainly intends to try to claw you to pieces.
Sure. I'm basically going to do the same.
All right, so it's a great big flail fest on the floor. All right, go
Yes.
ahead and roll.
Work out it's Dex plus Troll. Come on, why isn't? Why? I swear, using Firefox with this character sheet is not helpful. Okay, so it's Dex plus Brawl. What do I get in terms of form bonus? +1, so that's I don't suppose I get any additional dice for him being on the floor, do I?
Well, yes, but it's also offset by the fact that you are on the floor with him.
Okay,
so you know, if you are hitting something which is on the floor and you are standing, you get a bonus. But seeing as you are also on the floor, you get a minus. So you know they even out.
yeah, there's no point. There's no point leaping back up really.
No,
yet.
but it does prevent him from getting back up
Okay.
and heading for your mom.
1, 2, 3.
That's
Or
4 successes. Yes, 4 successes. Okay. Excellent. And he is roll some damage, strength, and you have 3 extra for successes.
Okay, that's. I think that's correct. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6
Nasty.
damage.
Nasty. Okay. Here we go. I shall roll some Soki.
Please fail.
Oh, that's pretty
Damn it.
okay. That's 4, so he takes 2 points of damage.
Okay, that's good. That's.
Right. I shall take some.
Let's see what
I shall
happens now.
take some score here, and then it's his turn.
Yep.
He tries to return the favor and claws at you, and that is Dex plus Brawl. And let's see if he can hit something. That's pathetic. Well, it's
1.
1 success.
So no additional dice to
No
his damage.
additional dice, indeed, but it's still
Let's-
possible
let's see
to.
Let's see.
Yep. So let's see. There is. All right.
1, 2, 3.
4.
4.
4. Soak.
Jesus. Okay, and what am I rolling to soak?
You're rolling stamina. And remember
Remember, you have 3 extra in Krinos.
4, isn't it?
It says 3.
It says 3. It says 3 on this sheet, but we agreed it said 4 in the 20
Yeah, I
minute
believe it
event.
says 20.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
'Cause
It's the sheet that is slightly off.
Yeah.
All right.
It's
I
3
had
strength.
no
through
but
this a
4
few
stamina.
times.
Yeah. It's 3 strength, but 4 stamina that you get, and 1 dex in Krinos. So go ahead.
One, 2, 3, 4. I think
Yeah,
that's soaked
fine.
all of it.
You actually you soak 5.
Oh, even
You
better.
holy shit! You soak 6. 2. Yeah. You soak 6.
He doesn't. So he doesn't touch me. Basically.
No, it's definitely kind of useless. And on the next action, he decides he doesn't want to be here anymore, so he's going to try and make a hasty retreat.
I'm interested to see how he's going to.
Murder
try.
him.
How is he going to do that? I wonder.
Well, he's going to scramble for the door.
He's on the ground.
He doesn't have to stay on the ground.
Right. So I can either try and actually pin him, or I can just attack him again.
Point is, he's acting second, so yeah.
Murder him.
Yeah. I think, would a bite be advantageous while he's on the ground?
If we've learned anything from Pathfinder, it's that he provokes an attack of opportunity if he tries to get up.
Ah ha ha.
Yeah, but this isn't Pathfinder.
Exactly. Anyway, go ahead.
I'm just going to attack him again. Quite frankly, if he runs, he runs. Second, what did I roll before? If I remember correctly, I rolled something. Yeah, 8. 8d10. Okay. 1, 2, 3, I think. No, 2. Just 2 successes.
2 successes to hit him. Well, that's
Yep.
1 extra. Roll some damage.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep, that's a lot of rolls of 8d10.
I think he soaks all but
3.
1.
He soaks
Oh, he soaks
3.
3. Yeah, he takes 1 point of damage on top of what he had before.
There you go. Yep, and as I said, he does not want to be here anymore, so he is attempting to disengage and scurry away.
Let's see if he can.
And that is, in this case, a matter of using a resisted roll of Dex plus Athletics to see if he can, get away from you without you managing to grab a hold of his angle or something. So, yep, let's see.
Yep. Just
It is an absolutely outrageous amount of 8d10s, but let's see.
well, we're clearly even. It shows that we're quite evenly matched, doesn't
Yes.
it? Okay, that's a
1.
the 10 and the 1 cancel each other out, but he gets 1
Success, yes. But you have how many? You have 2 successes. Yep. You manage to, he does get up and start to get away, and then you manage to get one of your great big clawed hands around his ankle, which sends him crashing through your mother's dinner table.
Oh,
What dinner table?
Destroys the dinner table and one of the chairs. But he is back on the ground.
Sorry, Mom.
New
I'm
round.
so grounded for ages.
Yes, you
Well,
are.
basically, you were already grounded.
Ha
Yeah.
ha ha ha. All right, let's
Okay.
see.
We
No,
stay.
seriously, she grounded him a couple of times
Yes,
ago.
she did. Let's see. Well, yeah, we need a new roll. So
Of course. Give me a second to roll the initiative again.
Christ Almighty, you have you. It shouldn't be Puck McAlpin. It should be Slow McAlpin.
Slug McAlpin?
Yes.
Slug. Oh, look, another 7. Is that 17 again?
Yeah.
Is this working right?
Yeah, it is. You're just
So I-
rolling the same thing twice.
I certainly hope so. I'd hate for that to be broken. I don't
No,
want
no,
to be
it's fine.
accused of.
No, it's fine.
Okay, so fine. We're. Okay, I shan't spend rage this turn simply because I want to save what I have left for a battle that may or may not be coming in my future.
Well, he is spending 1 point of rage because he did get some back from being hit by you last time. So.
Well, how? Yeah, that's.
He uses his first action. He will use to try to hit you again.
Yep. I'm gonna keep clawing at him.
Yes, go ahead. You first.
Am I still on the ground, by the way? Or...
Yes. You managed to, as I said, he got up and was starting to run away. You just launch yourself at him across the floor, managed to grab his ankles, which sends him crashing down through the table and one of the chairs.
You're not going anywhere, bastard. Okay. No, no, no successes at
That's
all.
no successes. It's not a botch or anything, but it's no successes. All right. That
Would you
means-
like to spend willpower?
or roll fate?
Fate.
What is my fate? Where is my fate? What?
You have 2 extra dice that
2.
way, don't you?
It's 7 and above.
Yeah.
You can do it!
Okay, so what am I rolling for fate?
You have
2d10.
2d10.
Yeah, you have
Two-
fate
two
like
D10.
everybody else in the pack.
Oh yes, of course. And yes, of course. 2d10. Okay, let's see what happens.
You can do it!
I can't
Maybe
do it.
not!
Well, they're fate dice, so
Okay.
it's not a botch. You just don't actually manage to hit him. He does try to hit you,
Yeah, sure.
and let's see if he can.
We probably will this time round.
Yes.
Yes, if you.
Yeah, oh my god,
Damn it.
yes. That's a lot
That's
that's 6.
1, 2, 3.
That's plus 5.
5.
So that's a
4 additional dice to his damage.
Actually, it's 5 additional dice. Look,
Oh, Jesus.
5. No, yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. So
But I thought that the 10 and the 1 cancel each other out.
yes, they do. But there's also 7, 9, 7, 8, 6.
That's 5 successes, and then it's
Yes.
5 extra dice. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, this is gonna hurt.
That's not the best roll I've ever made.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, isn't it?
Yeah, 6. Go ahead and soak, please.
That
Please
is
soak.
quite a lot of damage. Yes, give me a second. What did I roll last time?
Oh, wait a second. Sorry. He's taken damage last round. I forgot to subtract that, so he actually rolls less dice. I'm gonna take 2 successes off his I'm gonna take 2 successes off his to hit roll because he has 2 dice less to roll. I'd forgotten. My bad.
Oh, you forgot the penalty.
Yes, I did. Which means that he only rolls less here. So I'll re-roll the well, actually I'm just going to take 2 off the amount of successes he rolled on the damage as well.
So that's 4 damage.
Yeah, you need to soak 4 damage indeed.
Let's see what happens.
My bad. Oops.
I think I soaked that quite easily.
Yes, you do. That's actually pathetically easy.
Best bloody roll I've had of the night.
Yes, you. He claws and scratches at you, but it's not being terribly. It's not being terribly effective. He's clearly not very happy about this because, from the looks of things, he doesn't want to be here anymore. He was supposed to go here, kill someone who was basically defenseless, and now there's a raging werewolf in his face. He doesn't want to be here, so he's gonna make another. He changes into. He spends his rage points because he does have one after all.
Yeah.
So he spends his rage point and transforms into Hispo and tries to beat to leg it again like before. But
Okay, so let's see what he can do.
yeah, but he's still got less dice this round, so
Who knows? I might catch him again.
yes,
But
but he's
we shall
also
see.
got one more, seeing as he's in Hispo, he's got one more die of dexterity. So he's
If he uses his rage to change, isn't that his action then?
yeah, actually it is his rage action. Well, he changes into Hispo then and
Good.
looks like he doesn't want to be
Tries
here
to
anymore.
leg
So,
it.
yeah, definitely next round is
Let's roll.
a new roll. Indeed it is.
Where's me initiative clicker? If this rolls 17 again, I'm going to say that the system is bugged and I need to do it on the normal dice. I'm just saying. We'll find out what happens. 10. Okay. Oh, he wins. He gets initiative this round. Well
He
done.
definitely does.
It's because he's a coward.
You should have just been happy with rolling 17.
Yeah, you should.
I
Well-
want to do this fairly. If I die, them's the rules. Them's the
Puck
dice. roll.
McAlpin, as I said, has decided that this is a very, very unhealthy place to be, and he decides to try to beat a hasty retreat. So now that he is in Hispo, he's obviously in a 4 legs run faster than 2. So he tries to get out the door.
Okay. I will have to. I won't attempt to stop him if he succeeds in getting out the door.
Well, all right, but what do you want to do with your action if he doesn't? It's a resisted roll.
Oh, okay. I think I'll just aim a swing at him, so that if he
sure.
fails, then I'll hit him, and if not, then
Sure. Go ahead. Well, roll. Athletics.
he goes first, doesn't
Athletics plus. Yeah, but it's as I said, it's a resisted roll.
athletics plus.
Dexterity.
Excellent.
See if he actually
Okay.
manages to disengage. You guys are still rolling around on
On the ground.
on the ground amidst
1,
now
2,
broken furniture and whatnot.
3, 4.
Oh my god!
Fuck me! That's holy shit!
Oh, well, there are successes, so it's not a
Botch.
botch, but it's he does have successes, so he doesn't botch it. But that would have been that
would have been the greatest botch.
yeah, it would have been.
I imagine had he budged that, he would be flying off the ground, hammering into the wall beside the door.
So I'm gonna
In case the viewers can't see the chat right now, I don't know if they can. There were 6 dice being rolled, and 4 of them are ones.
4 ones in a row, for God's sake!
That's pretty severe. That is
Never
pretty
seen
severe.
anything like it.
Yes.
Anyway,
And,
okay, so I
so-
think I need to roll some damage.
No, you need to roll to hit him. That's the point.
Oh, yes,
you,
of
you
course.
need to roll to hit him. This
alright.
was his action, and he does not
Alright.
escape because you managed to still just swipe his legs under him, and this time both his hind legs just vanish under him as he makes to jump away and get out.
He's not having a good day.
No, he's really not.
Let's hope it stays that way. In fact, let's make it worse. Let's see what happens. 1, 2, 3, 3.
3 successes, and well, he's not dodging or anything, so go ahead.
That's 3 on top of what I already have. So
3 on top of No, you had 3 successes, right?
yes.
Yes, and it's 2 on top.
Yeah.
The first one is the one you hit with, and then anything above the first one.
Yeah,
is-
of course. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
4. Yeah, I'll roll some soak. And Rasmus, if I ask you really nicely, could you get the tea?
Yes, sure.
Thank you. And let's see.
Can he soak?
Soak. He has less stamina, obviously. Let's see. There we go. Ah, Christ! What's with the ones right now?
3 ones in a row. So
That's
still, he's got
No successes.
no success. Well, he doesn't. They don't subtract on soak rolls, but
no. So that's 2. So it's 2
2,
successes.
and you got how many? 4.
4. So he takes 2 damage.
2 damage indeed.
Not exactly a super soaker, is he?
No, he's really not. Not
No,
a
he
super
wasn't.
soaker. He's in fact having a very, very bad day right now.
Oh,
Good for him.
because he's giving us bad lives.
Yes. Well, he. Well, all right. Next round. Next round is new initiative yet again.
Of course. Just wait for my slow and ungainly to load. 17.
There you go. You first. My goodness, this is gonna hurt him. Ow! 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 Ow!
I.
Well, he wants to use a power. So yeah.
Oh, so he needs to spend. Does he spend R or G for his power? He spends G.
Not all powers require
All the
the
G.
spending of something, but
No, that's true. But wait, I'm going to remind me. What's the difference between a bite and a claw in this case? Bite favors.
Bite is lower difficulty, but does less damage.
Right.
Which reminds me that we've both forgotten to actually roll the extra damage you get for claws, which is really ridiculous. But yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, now we can. Well, now I can
It's
add
the final.
that on.
It's the final episode of A Song of Tara. Now is the time for us to actually remember how to rule.
Oh, I'm gonna
It's
claw.
the final episode of A Song of Tara, and I'm having a revelation like, there's extra damage to claw attacks?
Yeah.
I had the same. Like, there's extra damage to claw attacks.
Mm-hmm.
I know that there's +1 die to bite in his bow.
Yeah, and there's +2. That's the trade-off you do, is that you get you get 2 extra dice for claw attacks, but you only get 1 extra die on a bite in Hispo.
And the
but
difficulty is lower.
The
I never
difficulty is
knew.
lower. So yeah, sorry.
Okay. So
Never knew.
the 2 successes plus 2 dice for claw attacks. Yeah. See what happens. I think there'd be a way to make sort the dice in the actual dice roller.
Yeah, there is. Just type S after the roll.
Oh, but I don't type it out. I use
He
the
said
actual...
in the dice roller.
Oh, in the dice roller. Okay. Let's see.
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That's ladies and gentlemen of the viewing audience, we have an invasion of ones.
Well, since they don't
And
subtract
8.
from damage, so it's 8, 8, 8, 8, 10. That's
Yeah,
5.
but literally
Also
everything.
6, right? And a 6?
Not a 6.
literally absolutely everything in that roll, which is not a 1, is a success.
Fuck me sideways.
So on the other hand, literally everything in this roll that is not a success is a 1.
Yeah. And let's see if he can soak.
Let's see what happens. Please get all the ones. I'm begging you. Oh, you bastard.
Just the 1.
Let's see, that's 3. He soaks 3. You do, yeah, okay.
Six,
So
nine,
here's what happens. He yet again tries to get up and to get away. You swipe the feet under him, or the hind legs. He realizes this is it. This has gone spectacularly badly wrong. This is not what was meant to happen. What looked like a certain kill 2 seconds ago is now, well, it's still a kill, except it's me dying. He, as he rolls over on his back, you can see there's this look in his eyes, it's a look you vaguely remember from months ago. This is pretty much the same sort of look that you saw in the eyes of the Fomori that used to burst into flame, and that you guys ran into early on in all of this. It's the same kind of look, almost like you can see fire burning behind his eyes.
Oh dear.
And he is over on his back. He rolls over because you swiped his legs, and as he goes over, and he is in Hispo, obviously, you plunge one claw down into his right above his sternum, the other one in through his stomach, until your fingertips and your claws actually meet inside his ribcage, and you tear him from, in two.
Yeah.
Ew.
There is now Black Spiral Dancer all over your mum's furniture.
Yes. Taliesin wins. Fatality. In fact, this is actually a flawless victory as well, because it didn't take any damage.
Yes.
Flawless victory.
Fatality.
Taliesin Blevins, who do you think is going to clean up after this?
So yeah, he's standing there, heaving with breaths, sort of high on the kill, and then remembers that his mum is out the back. And
actually, when you turn around, she's standing there. She's holding her largest kitchen knife out in front of her. Her hands are shaking. Her eyes are wide open. She doesn't look like she really knows how to blink anymore. She is petrified with terror at what she has just seen.
Yeah.
And she's quivering, quaking from head to toe in pure terror. She doesn't speak. What do you do?
First, the rage goes out of him.
Mm-hmm.
And
you do get one back, by the way.
Oh, it's very kind of you. Thank you. I am going to revert to breed form.
Yes.
Despite the hurt, my hands and my arms are now dripping with gore.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to put my hands up in... first I'm going to put my hands up in front of me, realise they're covered in gore, put them down again, and try to calm the family down.
Yes.
That's all right. It's all right. I wanted to save you.
Who was he? What is...
I'll explain, but we need to go. We need you to put the knife down, and we need to get to Stephen's Green.
No. What's going on? What's happening?
All right.
You killed him.
I saved you. That thing was a black spiral dancer. It was going to kill you. I had to stop it.
I'm, and then she passes out.
Oh God. And Tally rushes to get to her.
Yeah.
Well, I think Tally is strong enough in Homid even now. With
oh yeah.
He could probably pick her up.
Oh yeah, no problem. However, carrying an unconscious woman through downtown Dublin is probably going to attract some attention.
Especially when your hands are covered in blood.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially then, but even without.
With an unconscious lady. That must look good.
Well, the answer is simple. Go lay her down carefully on the ground.
Yes.
Find a large pitcher, jug, or vase or something, fill it with cold water, and splash it on her face.
All right. Well,
That might wake her up.
it does. She does come back
while I'm at
around.
it-
She breaks down in sobs.
Yeah. So while this is happening, Tally also washes the blood off his arms as well,
Of course.
and tries. I don't know if he's going to succeed considering her state, but he tries to hold her, and
Yeah, of course. No,
her.
she's not protesting against that at all. She's quite happy to be held right now. She's just seen something truly horrific.
yes.
The point being that yeah, sure, she's seen Krynos werewolves before, but she's kinfolk. She's never actually seen any of you fight.
No.
If at most she's seen you practice, it's been in the clear understanding that it's not lethal, or it's just for funsies and so on. And now, within the space of a few seconds, her living room has been reduced to tinder wood, and it's covered in blood and intestines. This is traumatizing, to put it mildly.
Yeah, Tally is.
Doesn't help that it's her son doing the redecoration.
I know. He's alternating as he's holding her between very quietly and in Welsh, saying it's all right, and I'm sorry.
Yes.
And
And
I think that's all we're going to get out of them for the next however long. So
it is, and we shall move from there.
Onto the first break.
whoa.
Whoa, robotic.
Sorry.
Try fiddling with the thing I showed you.
Am I better?
Nope,
No.
you're robotic.
Okay.
Try leaving the conversation and coming back in.
Hello?
Yay, that works.
Okay, but anyway, it's break time.
It's almost break time. We have time to just. We started a little bit past, so we have time to do a little bit more.
Okay.
And we
It
are.
just seemed like a good time for a break too.
Yeah, but let's try to maximize the minutes. So, we have. In the meantime, while this is happening, obviously we have the other two groups waiting as well, and I'll just pop over very briefly to Tara. It's not the big fight there just yet, but there is some preparation to be done. There is still a she-knight looking at Liam, having just asked, "What are your orders?"
So, who was with Liam and who's in Tara?
Taryn.
Taryn is
Okay.
with Liam.
Yes.
So
You're
Finn
with
is
Marty.
Okay, good.
So out of game, there are no enemies that Liam
Yes,
can
in the
see.
distance there is a almost a wall of black darkness, thing, evil spirits, foulness, coming towards you. It's not moving very quickly, but it is inexorable.
Okay, so what does Liam have to play with? He has the knights, and what else?
He's got let me see how many we have left in the Tara sept.
Well, Siobhan was there.
Siobhan is definitely there. Ross is down. Ossian is down. Let's see. Barton and Mary are still standing, and they were both down when you saw them earlier, so they're both standing. Liffey is still standing.
She can't be doing good.
No, she's not, but she is still standing. You have. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 7 Guru. 8 Guru standing with you. Apart from the 2 of you.
Okay, and Siobhan she's wounded but standing.
Most of them are, to some extent.
Okay, well, Liam then looks up at the knight, or assuming he's mounted.
Yeah, he is.
And says, "You will be the spear point. You will charge at the enemy, and divide them into and we'll handle them thereafter.
As you command. It will
The
be
rest
that.
of you, he says to the werewolves, and at this point he's just assuming they'll also heed his commands.
They're all looking towards you now because you're clearly taking some kind of charge here.
Right. He.
Siobhan does look at you with a raised eyebrow, but she's listening.
Yeah, I don't blame her.
Has she even met Liam? I don't remember.
Yes,
Well, I don't
She has met
she
him,
has, but it's only been very briefly.
Yep.
and she was the one, sending him to Raven's Eye.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hello, second in command. I'm taking over. Go away.
Well, he looks at all of them and says, "Well, this is it. Either we prevail today or Dublin falls." The knights will drive a wedge through the enemy, and they will then assist in picking apart the pieces that remain. As we divide the enemy, we will take one group or one wing, and the knights will take the other.
So divide and conquer.
Yes.
Sounds like a good plan. A lot more of them than there are of us, but we're fighting.
We are Garou.
We are Guru. Well, so are some of them, or they're less than Guru, obviously, but they still have the strength.
They do.
Siobhan says, but we're fighting for our homes. We're fighting for Ireland, and we're fighting for Tara, and we're fighting for the entire tribe.
Yes.
I'd hate to be in their shoes.
As would I. As would I indeed.
Which ones of the guys looks like they are the worst off?
Barton looks like he's on death's doorstep, but he's still standing.
Yeah, Taryn walks over to him and, puts a hand on his shoulder to heal him.
Yeah, let's see how much you give him back.
What is current rage?
5.
I have no idea, but I just zoomed out on my screen. That's weird.
That's fine. That's 4 points. That's 3 points. The one subtracts, obviously, but that's 3 points of health he gets back. That definitely helps quite a bit. And other than him, let's see. There's one guy you haven't met
yet.
before. Owen. This fellow. He's
Love the stash.
he looks like he is also he can barely stand, let's put it that way. He doesn't look like he's about to die or anything, but he's
ouchies.
his legs are not terribly happy about the idea of supporting his weight.
Well, she smiles at Barden and then walks over to the new. Hello there. Stand
Hello.
still.
I will. And thanks, lass. Oh,
It's all good.
yep, he's fine. He just, he shakes his head and grins at you and then says, "All right, let's go kill us some fecker, shall we?"
Yep.
Oh. And yes, I think on that note, we shall take our first break and be back with some more A Song of Tara in a moment.